We're live.
Right.
I'm trying to get our situation
All
here.
right, we are situated.
We're good. Okay.
Typically we got separate rooms,
separate monitors, but we are out of town for a conference, so we are working off of one laptop and Barry's phone over here.
Yes.
So bear with us. How is everyone doing? If we're looking over here, that's because we're looking at Instagram. I want to make sure
we're checking Instagram. Make sure Instagram is okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, it looks like they're locked in.
Oh, perfect. All righty.
Hit the hearts. Hit the hearts if you're watching. Hit them hearts if you're watching.
Yes. Hi, everyone. We are back with our live here. And let's talk the Autism in Black Conference. We are officially 2 months away from our first ever hybrid conference. Of course, it's our 5th annual conference, but our first ever hybrid where we are doing in person. So we are super excited.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who do not know, I am Maria Davis Pierre. I am the CEO and founder of Autism in Black. And this person here is...
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Barry Pierre. I am the CEO of Pierre Medical Consulting, as well as co-founder of Autism in Black. We are very excited to be joining y'all today, and we appreciate. I'm seeing all the love on Instagram. She gets a lot of Instagram love, so we appreciate the Instagram love we're seeing here.
Y'all be rocking out with me on Instagram. I think I had some lipstick on too. Sorry, y'all.
Okay.
But yeah, and for those of you who do not know, because we had that question, this is my husband. We are married. We've been married almost 20 years now. So locked in. He has no choice.
Time is moving.
but to do this here. So where do we want to talk about today as far as conference?
So I think what we want to do, what we kind of started out last week with the goal of these lives is obviously keeping you guys up to date on what's going on with the conference, obviously promoting said conference, especially as we get closer and closer to the date. I don't want it to be surprise to anyone, especially for those who may want to attend in person in South Florida, right? We want to give y'all enough time to get your travel arrangements going, clear the schedules out, get the babysitters. If we got to get babysitters, we want to make sure all of that is taken care of if you want to attend in person. Now, obviously, we are still holding it down virtual, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's been our home, right? That's where this conference was started, and we're definitely not going to leave that aspect out. But the fact that we had so many people who want to, get an in-person experience of Autism in Black, and see Maria, hug Maria, and all that good stuff there. We want to make sure this year we do it right. So what we tend to do with these lives is obviously give any updates on the last time. I think last time we streamed was Friday. I think we streamed Friday. We were traveling yesterday, so we couldn't stream yesterday due to some travel. We were at a marketing conference, ClickFunnels, a conference that we attend every single year, a conference that is probably just as responsible for the success of Autism in Black than anything else, right? So shout out to Mr. Russell Brunson and Todd and all those people there. So very excited for that. So let's give them an update again. The dates for the conference.
Well, shout out to Lakeisha.
Hey.
Lakeisha is a part of our team, and her and Corey are a lot of the reason why I am so organized here at Autism Back. So shout out to Lakeisha, who will be in the building in South Florida, April 11th through the 13th. Mm-hmm. So we April 11th through the 13th here, well, not here, but in West Palm Beach, Florida. At the Palm Beach Convention Center. That is where the conference will be held. And then our host hotel is that Hilton, which is connected right to the Palm Beach Convention Center. You just walk through a little walkway. You don't even have to leave to go outside. You're going from one place to the other. And then, of course, those of you who attend online, April 11th through the 13th, as well for you all. We have an amazing lineup of speakers. You will notice this week that the registration page will change and have our speakers on there, as well as our schedule. We were just waiting to lock in the last few of our contracts. and do the last bit of run of show before we added them to the schedule. But this week, by Friday, it will all be up there so you can see the amount of CEUs that you will get live, the speakers who will be speaking on each day, our pre-recorded speakers as well, and the times and days that everybody will be speaking. Remember, this year we're doing it a little different with Autism in Black. Usually you get the pre-records after our conference weekend, but we are giving you guys the 10 pre-records prior to the conference, a week before conference, kind of to set the stage of what the 5th annual Autism in Black conference, building community connections, set that stage for us. So you'll have the access to the pre-records prior to the actual conference. What else?
So I think especially kind of leaning into what we've done, especially if this is somehow, some way your first time seeing our lives, seeing Maria come across your screen. We've been doing this going on 5 years now. This is, again, our 5th year going into this amazing conference. We started out virtual, started being able to have the comfort of your own home and just really create a weekend, right? Not even an event, create a weekend of just safety and calmness around this weekend. And we're going to continue to do the same. The speakers continue to be as dynamic. The choices to choose one speaker continues to be harder and harder every single year out, because we got some amazing people in the community that is looking out for the Black autistic community. So we're just excited. Again, we have a host hotel, Hilton West Palm Beach, right next to the convention center. Across the screen, as you can see, autisminblack.org/conference 2025 is the registration page. We will be updating that, so you can not only see who is going to be speaking, you're going to see a schedule. You're going to have, there's links to actually book your reservation for the hotel, especially if you're doing it in person. Right from there, we have 3 options: general, VIP, or platinum membership tickets for our conference. So again, all that is explained in the registration page. So please don't hesitate, check this out. And like I said, we're just excited to be getting on motion, right? Like I want to I know we let our email list know about a little bonus that we have even prior to the conference.
Before
right?
we get to that, I want to talk a little bit about the in-person experience for those of you who will be attending in person. Remember, we have our sensory lounge, so that is for any and every in-person conference ticket holder. It doesn't matter your level, you're going to have access to our sensory lounge where you can go in and emotionally regulate, go in there and have some quiet time if need be away from the conference. Of course, we'll have sensory items in there to help regulate you. We have our VIP lounge for our VIP and platinum VIP ticket holders. That's where we will be doing our private lunch sessions. That is where there'll be special gifts in there for you. Then, of course, every in-person conference goer is getting a wonderful swag bag. We have our live DJ. We are very excited about the experience that we are creating for our in-person this year, which is why we really want you guys to attend in person if possible. If not, of course, get your virtual tickets, and because the vibe is always there for in person. You'll still have the DJ and whatnot, and of course all of our amazing live speakers that you'll be having access to. But we are very excited about the in-person experience. We are limited in the number of seats that we do have for in-person, so please make sure you're snagging those tickets up. And also know that if you do have any accommodations for in-person, you'll be getting a little questionnaire afterwards that will make sure we can attend to as much as possible for those accommodations. What else for our in-person? I think that's it. Oh, somebody said on Instagram, got to check the Instagram. I'm a speaker along with the recording. Will I still be doing the live conference session? So if you are a pre-recorded speaker, people will have access to your pre-records prior to the conference. They are on demand. Of course, they have lifetime access to that. Our live speakers will be presenting live either that Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, depending on the schedule. Everybody's saying love the accommodations. Yes, that was one of the things that I really wanted to try and work on when I knew that we were going to go to in person, is having those accommodations, because I know it's so important. A lot of conferences that I have been to have had a 9 to 9 schedule, which is not for me, and it's not the Autism in Black schedule. We are not going 9 to 9 because I just can't do that. But a lot of these conferences do have that
lack of accommodations.
Yeah, lack of accommodations. They don't have sensory rooms. They don't have anything that you can go and regulate, still be a part of the conference. So it was very important that we did that. Also, knowing that a lot of conferences don't really focus on that disability portion. So we here at Autism in Black try to do things differently. So that is one of the things I am super excited for, is the sensory room. So Selena says, hi, hello, hope to see you at our conference. You want to talk about one of our events that we're going to be having next month?
Indeed. So of course, again, if this is your first time experiencing the kind of Autism in Black experience, if you had the blessed opportunity to attend our Women's and Girls Summit, which in October, I forget which.
It was October.
Amazing experience, and it was kind of a tiny morsel. And so we're doing it again, right? But this time we're shifting our focus to boys, men's, and fathers. So it is a free summit that we have that is almost like a springboard to our conference. Obviously, with the conference, you got to pay for your tickets. But the summit is a free summit. It is also a virtual summit as well, hosted by myself. Very excited about that. It is going down March 8th, 8 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, same format with pre-recorded speakers, live speakers. We have a Facebook group that we're going to be streaming live, but you do have the opportunity, if you want some VIP access, to talk to the speakers, maybe to ask me or Maria a question, right? There's an opportunity to get a VIP ticket as well. But if you don't want the VIP ticket, it is a free summit. And that's really our gift, especially from Autism in Black, to the community. Because we understood, especially, we've been doing this for about 5 years, that we do this amazing conference, but you guys don't have anything to engage with during the rest of the year. So we figure, all right, what can we do to talk to our community, keep them engaged as we lead them to our conference? So this is where the summits kind of been born. Again, we had the Women and Girls Summit. Next month, we are having the Boys, Men's, and Fathers Summit. Few months later, we may be having a couples summit, right? So we are really trying to, again, speak to the needs of the community and give them that opportunity to hear from amazing, dynamic people, to feel safe and feel heard, and understand that community is so extremely important to us. So the links, I'm not sure if the links are out yet.
If you're on our email list, then you will be getting those links today or tomorrow, so you guys can have first access to registration, and then starting next week, they'll be available for everyone. It's so important. It's actually our nonprofit, our Autism in Black Foundation, that puts on these free summits for us. So shout out to those who sponsor us and things like that. That gives us the ability to do these free summits. I think it's important, especially for those who have not had any experience with Autism in Black, to see that this is just a little taste of what you get for the full conference. So those who attend our free summits, they're able to kind of get that know, like, and trust feel from us, and understand that we do always prioritize having that safe space for us, having the space for us to be able to come and join together in community to learn from one another, and not have those guards up and worried about who's listening and what people are going to say, but know that it's community speaking to community. So make sure when those links drop for our summits you attend, and make sure you are snagging your tickets for our main conference as well. I'm seeing some Questions here. Selena says, and I really hope I'm saying your name right. If not, drop it in the chat because it's important for me to get names right here. Where are you guys located? I attended 1 year online in the past. Well, look at you being a past conference goer. But we are located in West Palm Beach, Florida, and that's where the in-person aspect will take place at the Palm Beach Convention Center, with our host hotel being the Hilton, which is connected right to the convention center. So you do not have to worry about getting ride shares or anything. You just go from the tunnel to the actual convention center to attend the conference if you're staying at the host hotel. But we also made sure we are in an area where there are other hotels. So if you find, accommodations or cheaper hotels or have a membership with a different hotel chain, we're right in a location where we are in the center of Palm Beach. We're like 5 to 10 minutes away from the airport. We're right in a central location where there are many, many places to eat. If you are attending as a VIP, you get Friday and Saturday lunch with us. Everybody gets Sunday breakfast with us. And then we're having a networking party that Saturday night. Well, you'll get light bites and drinks on us as well. So that is where we're located. Let's see. Someone said, I'm new, trying to learn about autism because I'm concerned that my daughter, who is an adult, has it. She has no medical insurance, so it's been hell trying to find somebody to test for it. Listen, sometimes even with insurance, it is hell trying to find somebody to test for it, okay? I am a late diagnosed autistic adult. I got my diagnosis 4 years ago at 37. And it was just by, excuse me, by chance. I happened to have a provider who was knowledgeable about autism in adults and in the Black community, and was able to give me a diagnosis. What I do recommend for a lot of people, especially adults, is trying, if you're near a university who has a autism center, trying to get in with them, because sometimes it is easier because they are updated on research to go that route. But you can also attend our conference where our speakers will be speaking from personal experience and be sharing their ways and things of that nature as well. Is that it? I literally just looked you up on your information. Yes, come on. Come on. You are in Atlanta. Yes, I know Atlanta has a lot of resources for autistic adults. And if you follow Supernova Mama, she actually posts a lot of them, because I know it's one hospital in the area that actually does the testing for adults. So you can always check there as well. And Supernova Mama was a presenter at our second conference, I believe.
Yeah, I think we've had some amazing speakers. The speakers just continue to really show out. And obviously they've been a big driving force for the conference. And again, it's every year it gets a little bit harder to choose who can be our speaker, because they all have great conversations, all have great topics, to the point where like you may see them on a podcast, you may see them on a live. If you are a part of our Autism Black community, we do have a community as well. Like they may have a guest spot in there. So we're just trying to find like places for them because we know people need to hear what they have to say. And we only do one big conference in these summits, so a lot of times we don't have the space to accommodate them all.
Exactly. Hi, Rose. Yeah. During our proposals, we always get well over 100 submissions, and for our summits we only have 7 spots, and then for our main conference we usually have between 15 and 20 spots. So that is a lot of people who we want to speak, so we make sure to really try to accommodate every proposal. So regardless if you're speaking at our main conference or a summit or not, we give you the opportunity for the podcast or for something else, so you're still able to share your knowledge with the community, because it's so important, and it's really hard for us to to choose each year, especially when we're getting that many. Our hope is that we continue to grow and can accept more and more each year. I think it's one of the key aspects of Autism in Black is that we really select from our community. So it's us giving our lived and professional experiences. And I think that's what makes us a little unique over here at Autism in Black. So we are just super excited. So we can, I hope I'm saying your name right, Fietta. If you could just send me a message, a DM, and then I'll give you Supernova Mama's. But she's Supernova Mama on every single social media platform, so you can find her. But if you can't, just send me a DM and I'll give you her information. Other than that, what else do we have to say?
That's about it. Just register for the conference, right? Get your virtual ticket, get your in-person ticket, get a ticket. Next week, when the links for the summit drop, you can get it there as well. For the men's summit, boys, men's, and fathers summit. Again, that is going to be the lead up to the conference. And for those who are on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, Dr. Barry Pierre, if you check the link in my bio, I already actually have the link for the summit already in there, right? So I'm already kind of ahead of the game. For those who may be on Instagram, I'm at Dr. Barry Pierre on Facebook as well too. But if you definitely follow the link in my bio on my Instagram page, you'll see a link for the men's summit so you can get registered as well.
We are excited. We have a great lineup for our Boys, Men, and Father Summit as well. Like Dr. Barry said, is the prelude to our main conference, which is focusing on building community. I think we are in a space right now here in the United States where we really have to focus on community, building one another up and coming together, especially for us as Black individuals. So this conference, I think, is probably going to be the most important, not just because it's our fifth one, not because it's our hybrid, our first in-person aspect, but because of where we are right now and what we're needing as a community. And I think that when we all come together in community and we're able to rely and support one another and find different ways of supporting one another, we are able to really thrive. So make sure you guys are going to that link and make sure you are snagging your tickets because we want to see you in April. Excuse me, guys, I'm getting over a cold here. But we want to see you in April. We want to see you in March on the Boys Summit. So make sure you're going to our links. Make sure you're staying connected with us on social media because you'll see us dropping the various links. And until tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.